Hello, and welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And please also check out my first 3 or 4 videos that I have posted. If you are into all things movies, television, music, celebrities, pop culture, please subscribe to this channel and also share with your friends. Okay, as you can see from the title of this video, we are talking about none other than Euphoria and why I feel like season 3 needs to be canceled and chopped from HBO, period. Now, I am a fan of Euphoria. I have definitely watched both seasons and the special episodes, and I know that Euphoria has a die-hard fan base that defends it like no other. However, I know because of that sometimes when you speak about Euphoria in an unlikely manner, a lot of the fans like to come and annihilate the people talking bad about Euphoria. So I just want to say I'm very open to healthy discussions, healthy debates, and hearing other people's opinions about the show and this topic. However, please keep it cute or keep it mute in these comments, okay? So, what is Euphoria? Euphoria is a cultural phenomenon and it has changed pop culture like we know it, from fashion, makeup, music, aesthetics, cinematography. Like, Euphoria is definitely in its own lane like no other and like no other show. Euphoria centers a 17-year-old girl named Rue Bennett and her life, including her friends, her family, her battling drug addiction, and just her navigating life as a teenage drug addict, okay? It also discusses all her friends from Maddy, Cassie, Jules, Kat, her little sister Gia, McKay, Nate, all of the characters in an interesting way of how they're all intertwined and connected to one another. And it's a really good show. Season 1 specifically was by far my favorite. It had a really good cinematography, really good acting, and just a really good storyline. Each episode in season 1, they spent 10 minutes developing and talking about each character specifically at the beginning of each episode. So you have a little understanding of who the character is, how they grew up, and just a little knowledge of who they are as people. And then it goes off into talking about the story. And then towards the end of the season, they're all intertwined in a way. And you kind of see all the drama and all the theatrics and how everything starts falling apart or coming together, weirdly enough. Overall, season 1 to me was definitely an 8.5 out of 10, when it comes to shows. It wasn't like a super phenomenal, fantastic, perfect show, but it was definitely worth watching, super entertaining, and just everything that you can ask for a beginning show for teenagers. I mean, definitely has some trigger warnings in there, a lot of sexual stuff, a lot of sexual images and things like that, but overall, the message and the important topics of the show, it was very done well. Like, it was just very well done. Now, season 2. Child, season 2. Well, let me just say this. I like the appeal of season 2. I love the fact that everyone came together every Sunday night and had Euphoria parties to watch Euphoria every Sunday for season 2. Like, when I talk about cultural phenomenon for the show, season 1 wasn't even touching where season 2 was. I mean, the season 2 premiere broke the HBO website. That's how you know the show was iconic and really in its peak. Like, oh my God. Season 2 kind of follows a little bit of what happened in season 1, but it definitely missed a lot of points. If you take away the memes and the fun of just watching season 2 in itself and the excitement of season 2, and you actually just watch season 2 for what it is, you really realize how lackluster it was and underwhelming. It was very rushed and very incomplete, and it came with a lot of drama behind the scenes, from the director changing the script so many times to him disagreeing with some of the cast members and the actors from the show. I mean, it just came with so much drama. And then it gave us what it gave us, which was season 2. If I could be honest and give season 2 an overall rating, I would probably give it like a 5.7 out of 10. It just wasn't that great. Really, season 2 had a 2.5 episodes that were memorable, iconic, and just really good. Obviously, the season premiere and episode 5, which had all of us shook and gave us anxiety from the start to finish and showed us really great acting from Zendaya, Storm Reed and Nika King, and a little bit of episode 7 when they showed the play, Lexi's play. But anyway, enough about that. I'm saying all this to say, when you really think about it and you think about everything that's going on, the real question is, do we actually need a season 3? Do we honestly need a season 3 of Euphoria? My answer is no. There's so many things that's been wrong since season 2 finale that at this point we should just cancel season 3. And here's why. For one, we are missing one of the most prominent members and cast members of the show, Fezco, aka Angus Cloud. Let me just start off by saying, first off, rest in peace to Angus Cloud. I was devastated when I heard about his death. Like, I don't normally get upset about celebrities' deaths because I'm not too drawn to too many celebrities, but I'm not going to lie. This one hit me very hard. I was like, what in the world? First off, me and Angus are the same age, and I personally feel like he was just getting started and he has so much more life to live. But I understand that mental health and depression is very hard, and I wish more people understood. Like, it is hard to battle and fight your own demons. Anyway, I send all my condolences to his family, his friends, and yeah, he would definitely be missed. But one of the main reasons why I personally feel like season 3 needs to be canceled is the fact that there is no more Angus Cloud. And he played Fezco, one of the best characters, if not the best character on the show. He was a fan favorite. He had the most sense out of all the characters. And despite him being a drug dealer, he was a good person, which is very rare to see on these shows, especially a show like Euphoria. Yeah, that one's a tough one. Another reason is the time inconsistencies. I don't know if you paid attention, but Euphoria first premiered, especially season 1, in summer of 2019. And then, we had the pandemic happen, and then 2021 happened. And then finally, we got a season 2 premiere in January of 2022. And then in 2023, we were supposed to get them filmed and all that. But then, as you know, the strike happened, which basically stopped all the TV shows and movies and everything and put a halt to all that. And then finally, once the strike ended, they were supposed to start filming again. But then a whole bunch of stuff started happening. So then they said in 2024. Here we are in 2024. And now they're saying that, but you still have all these other good shows, but they're not as monumental as like a Euphoria or Game of Thrones or Succession that was like huge and everyone watched it, right? So HBO is now pressuring Sam Levinson to hurry up and come out with season 3. The issue with that is, which leads to my next point, all of the cast members and actors are booked and busy, okay? Literally, Zendaya is currently on a press tour. She was just on a press tour for Dune, and now she's on a press tour for Challengers. And then towards the end of the year, they're supposed to be starting again with the next Spider-Man movie. And, her, Tom Holland, the rest of the cast from that movie, they're coming back. And it's like, ooh, child, she is booked and busy, and I'm here for it. I love Zendaya. I'm here for all of it. Yes, get your coin. But, like, sis don't have no time. And what's funny about her is that her and Sam had these conversations. I read this in a Variety article about season 3. Apparently, she and Sam have been talking about season 3 because she's supposed to be like a co-writer and producer and somewhat director of season 3. And she's been trying to figure out what to do with her character, her and Sam. And it's like at one point they wanted to do like a whole detective thing. I don't know if you remember from season 1 when Rue and Lexi were basically being detectives trying to figure out Jules and Nate's situation. They basically want to do that for season 3. And then there was another option that they threw out that got canceled by HBO, basically saying that Rue could be a surrogate because she's clean to other families and people who cannot conceive. HBO scrapped that real quick. So now they're just left in limbo and they don't really know what to do with her character. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. Jacob Elordi, Sydney Sweeney, both booked and busy. From Saltburn, Priscilla, Anyone But You, Madam Web, Immaculate. Like, they have so much going on. They both did SNL. They're just booked and busy as well. Then you have people like Alexa Demi, who you don't even know where she is, where she's at, what she's doing. The last time we saw her, she was doing a Calvin Klein ad, and she's just gone. So we don't even know what she got going on. Then you got people like Coleman Domingo, who plays Ali. He is booked and busy. The Color Purple, and he's now in this A24 movie called Sing Sing, and all these different things he got going on, along with being a Golden Globe winner, an Emmy winner. Like, he's killing it too. And then you got people like Nika King, who played Rue and Gia's mom, and she said that she needs Euphoria because when Euphoria was big and they were offering roles to her, she couldn't do it because they thought they would be filming the rest of Euphoria season 3, but they kept pushing it back, so she missed those opportunities. So now she needs this opportunity. And it's just crazy. It's just like all these time inconsistencies, plus the cast members being so booked and busy, and it's pushing back. It's too much. So by the time we actually do get Euphoria, we may not even want it anymore. All the characters would be old, and I don't even know how they would tie into the story because they won't even look like high schoolers anymore. Storm Reid is already in her 20s, so by the time they start filming the show and they premiere it, she's damn near going to be almost in her 30s. Like, it's like, okay, cancel it. Another reason is Sam Levinson needs to let other people write. He has this thing where Tyler Perry and him have something in common where their work has been so successful and has done great things that they feel superior, and they feel like, well, all their ideas are great and that they don't need any help because if they made this one great thing that changed everything, they don't need no one else's help. And it's like, no, you need other writers because season 2 was not great. It was underwhelming, and it was just lackluster, if anything. It just felt very rushed, and it wasn't good. The cinematography was okay. The acting is always great. Let's just call it what it is. But the overall story and the plot was terrible. It was just terrible. And it felt like we're entering Sam Levinson's intrusive thoughts. That's what season 2 felt like. So he definitely needs a writer, and he definitely needs to let people in on what he's trying to do and take some opinions and critiques from others. So if he were to do a season 3 or do another project, it makes sense and it comes together. You know, overall, I feel like Euphoria has had a really good run, but I think Euphoria has reached its peak. I'm probably not even touching on every single thing. I'm probably missing a lot of things, but overall, really, Euphoria has just reached its peak. It was a great show. It was a great thing that everyone contributed to. Everyone watched. I enjoyed all the memes, all the funny videos, all the tweets. Like, I live for going on Twitter after each Euphoria episode in season 2. I had the best laughs from Twitter, reviewing each episode. But we do not need a season 3. It was a good run. It was a good show. At this point, like, there's just no coming back from it. We lost Angus. They won't even address what happened to McKay's character. He just disappeared out of thin air. And before anyone says, oh, he's in college, he was in college in season 1. They just cut him loose. And I don't know why. So we didn't even get that story fleshed out. And it just seems like they don't know what to do anymore for Euphoria. At this point, if they did come back and do a season 3, it would just be another Riverdale all over the place with no plot. And do we really want that? No. So let's just end it here. Thank you. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. And thank you for watching. The next video will be posted soon. Bye.